40% battery, and we're about 15 minutes away from the closest supercharger. Once I'm charged up to 90%, I will go to the next supercharger. See you there. One thing about LA is that the city really sleeps. Like at night, you're not gonna see many cars on the road. But first, we have to stop by Jack in the Box. Honestly, I feel like Jack in the Box is underrated. Empty. I always charge at this supercharger, and the good thing about it is that they have a special rate at night, which is 17 cents per kilowatt, and that makes it super cheap to charge at the superchargers if you don't have a home charger. So this is the Culver City supercharger. Okay, we're almost done charging, and I also want to keep the track of how much I'm gonna spend on charging from LA to Yosemite and back. But keep in mind that I will be driving very fast and very inefficient, if you could say so, and I will spend more money on charging than if you were to drive like 5 miles above speed limit. When I go to San Diego, my efficiency is usually like 300 watt hours per mile. I'm very curious how much energy I'm gonna use just to go to this first supercharger. You can hear the fans are going crazy, so loud. The battery is so hot right now. So the first stop is going to be the Tejon Ranch, and the car thinks we're gonna arrive with 56%. Let's see how accurate that is. So the trip is only 84 miles, keep in mind. So the car thinks that we're gonna arrive with 56%. We're driving on 405 North right now to Tejon supercharger, and there's almost no cars here. So it's 1:30 a.m. and that's how it looks. So this is the area where it goes uphill, and you can see the efficiency right now. It's 435, but it's gonna drop significantly once we pass these mountains, because they're really gonna go downhill like a lot, and that's gonna charge the battery back up. Okay, we're going downhill right now. You can see the lights. Also, if you're new to Tesla community, as you can see, I just changed lanes from the carpool lane to here. It's because autopilot is definitely not perfect, and you can see there is a barrier on the left, literally by the carpool lane. It is super dangerous on turns because autopilot will definitely hit that barrier. So just keep in mind, if you're going faster than speed limit, it's way better to change lanes, and of course you're gonna go 60 miles an hour. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. This wind is so crazy. Like, I can see the trees on the side, and also once you get to like Gorman area, those high winds in Gorman, they are insane. And right now efficiency is 457, which is so bad. Like, it is so bad. So I feel like I have the headwind because efficiency is usually not this bad, not 450. So for the next 58 miles, it's telling me to just keep going straight, and that's what we're gonna do. The whole area from basically Valley all the way here was going uphill, and right now we're going downhill. So my efficiency went up to 500, and right now it's dropping to 477 charging, going 90 miles an hour. 470. Yeah, so this part is definitely going downhill, and we're at 66% battery. We only drove 35. Oh my god, did you see this guy? I had to drop the speed to 81 because there's just so many turns here, and autopilot cannot really handle going 90 miles an hour through those turns. And look at the efficiency, 473. And also the moon is beautiful tonight. And we're still going up in the mountains. You can see the car is using so much energy to go uphill. Car just started preconditioning the battery for supercharging. We're still 10 miles away and it is 41 degrees outside. Pretty sure the battery is super cold right now, and that's why it's preconditioned so far away from the charger, because usually it does it like 2-3 miles away from the charger. I want to point out to how steep this decline is. Like, we are legit charging. It is just gonna go all the way down. Like, you can see the valley. It is still super windy, and not only I can hear the wind, but I can also see like the grass flying and stuff like that. I think we're gonna drop all the way to like 380, I would say, which is an okay number considering that half the way I was driving 90 miles an hour, and then I dropped it to 81, and since then I was going 81. Just exited the highway, so the efficiency is at 388 right now. Superchargers are so noticeable. I'm so glad that they have these lights because it's just so easy to find them. So we've driven 85 miles with efficiency of 389, and we're down to 41% of the battery. So that's how much we've driven with 50%. I thought it's a tiny cable, but I think it's the regular cable. I think it's gonna have the 200 kilowatt charging rate, so yeah, it's probably 150. Oh lord, it is so cold. I was putting the charger in, I was dying outside for a few seconds. So I'm wondering how Yosemite gonna be, and we're trying to take a 3 or 5 hours hike, so we'll see how we're feeling about it. And you can see I'm wearing the Tesla t-shirt, and this is the one that says haha yes. So I'm excited to take some pictures, to take videos in Yosemite. I haven't been there in almost a year. Last time I was there was last year, December. I think I will just go to Fresno Supercharger instead of the Traver one, even though a Traver one charges at 250. Fresno one is about 40 miles further away, and the whole trip is going to be 145 miles. It's like one lane road, and this guy is going 60 miles an hour, so I guess that's how fast we're gonna go. Okay, so the average speed is about 72 miles an hour over the last hour. I turned on seat heater, and the temperature been at 69 since I left LA, and I'm down to 40%, which means I used 50%. 100 miles, 50%, 200 miles on a full battery. If you're going on a flat surface with heat on the seat, 69 degrees, and there is no wind. I just checked, there is no wind, and the temperature is 37. So the temperature really affects it too. I'm 10 miles away from Fresno Supercharger, and here are the results. You guys should watch out for the cops, because I've seen people getting pulled over, and I've seen some cops car around waiting on the side of the road. Basically, don't go like 90 miles an hour, and they don't care if you go in 80. That's all I could say. The estimate is about 10% inaccurate. It took us 70% to drive 140 miles. Here are the final stats. We got to Fresno Supercharger with 18%. We drove 146 miles in almost 2 hours. the cable for the charger is freezing cold, like even the button to open the charging port. I'm leaving Fresno and on my way to Oakhurst right now to pick up my friends. Look at the fog on the right side, so beautiful. So I'm picking up my friends. One friend and her boo, they flew from Hawaii, and the other one drove from Mezcal. We all met on Guam Island. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but I lived there for almost 2 years. A little Guam reunion. We're gonna hit some hikes in Yosemite. I'm gonna show them the Tesla. I will let one of them drive it.
7?
I just dropped off my friends at the Oakhurst hotel that they're staying at, and before that we also charged at the Fish Camp supercharger, and I only charged to about 48%, but because I'm going downhill so much, it's very much just stays at 48%. I've been driving for 15 miles already and I still have 48%, and look at this efficiency, 127. I'm pulling up to this new supercharger in Traver, California that has 250 kilowatt rate. So I drove 73 miles over 1 hour and 10 minutes, which is about 70 miles an hour on average, with 216 watt hour per mile. And you can already see the superchargers on the right. Damn, there's so many Teslas there. What is going on? Hello? 250 kilowatt supercharger in Traver, California. Let's see what rate can we get from it. 60, 70. Keep in mind, I already have 29%, so you usually get 250 like your first, I don't know, like 10% to like 20%. You don't really get it like past 30%. I'm pulling up to a charger right now after driving for 160 miles. And I'm pulling up into the new 250 kilowatt hour supercharger. So I drove 160 miles with 320 watt hours per mile, and I got 14% left. And this is the rate I'm getting so far. I'm back in LA and I have all the stats on my iPad right here. Let's just go over it. And the total for the trip to Yosemite and back was $78. I drove 641 miles and I used 199 kilowatt of energy with efficiency of 310 watt hour per mile, which I think is pretty great considering the speed that was going and how cold it was outside. This is it for today's video. I just want to say that if you guys are on Reddit or on Twitter, you know that Tesla is running a promotion right now for free supercharging for 1 year if you get a Tesla delivered till the end of this year. And I went ahead and ordered the Performance Model 3 white on white because that's what I initially wanted. So I'm trading in this long range all-wheel drive 2020 for 2021 Performance, and I already filled up all the paperwork yesterday, and right now I'm just waiting on my VIN number and get it delivered. So my advisor said hopefully I'm gonna get it literally like last days of December. But if I'm unable to get it this year and I'm unable to get the supercharging, I'm most likely just gonna cancel the order. If I get the Performance, I will definitely make a video on the ordering process, on trading process, and everything about it. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.